Hi, and welcome to Ocean Yami's channel. Today I'm gonna talk about this young boy. He got fatally shot by the police. I think it was yesterday. He got shot. Um, this really takes me back to Brazil. Um, this incident. The reason why I say it takes me back to Brazil because at one point the police was killing young people while they were playing in a basketball court at one point. Um, Not only is he very, very young in age, is how they explain that he had a gun and all this stuff. I just think personally he must have been very scared and he ran off because obviously, you hear a lot of things on the news about the police killing people, and I think he ran off in fear. So considering that there is videos of the boy standing with his hands up, they still shot him. So I'm gonna read an article concerning Adam Toledo, and we're just gonna take it there because this woofs or feels like something something of what was happening in Brazil at one point a lot, where the where the police will kill people, young people, like because especially if they come from a certain part of the area in Brazil. Um, yeah, because apparently they was killing them before they get older so that they don't turn to crime or whatever the case may be. This really feels like it. But let's see the right. So on March 29th, oh, it wasn't this month then I'm thinking. On March 29th, 2021, Adam Toledo, 13-year-old Mexican-American boy, was shot and killed by the Chicago Police Department. Officer Stillman in the Little Village neighborhood on the west side of Chicago body cam footage of the shooting was released on April 15th, sparking community protests in Chicago after the video appeared to show Toledo with his hands in the air, contradicting earlier statements of an armed confrontation with the police. Toledo's death has been connected by some analysts to border a pattern of disappropriate police violence against Latinos. Adam Toledo was a seventh grader at Gary Elementary School from Little Village neighborhood in Chicago. He was 13 years old when he was killed. Ruben Roman is a 21-year-old who was with Toledo. He was arrested by the Chicago PD at the scene. Eric Stillman is 34-year-old police officer who shot Toledo. He was placed on admission leave for 30 days following the incident. Originally, police said Stillman had no complaints on his record. According to the organization that runs the police database, however, he had 3 complaints and 4 uses of reports on false reports on his record at the time of the shooting. Persecutors that alleged that at around 2:30, Toledo and Roman was walking towards 24th Street when Roman fired multi rounds as a vehicle passed. Police shot spotter detector technology registered shots fired. and a squad car arrived at the scene. According to prosecutors' initial claims, Toledo ran from the officers and was chased into an alleyway, turned back to the officer with a gun in his hand, and was shot in the chest. The police claimed a handgun was recovered at the scene from behind a fence and claimed there was an armed confrontation. However, the body cam footage of Toledo's shooting, released on April the 15th, 2021, appeared to contradict the department's initial claims, showing Toledo was possibly armed just prior to the shooting, but unarmed at the moment of the shooting. The video shows the officer chasing Toledo into the alleyway, where Toledo slows down and stops. In the footage taken from another angle, it appears that he tossed an object away behind a fence. The officer yells, show me your fucking hands," while flashing at him with a strap flashlight. Toledo then turns around with his hands up. As he does, the officer yells, "Drop it," and Toledo is shot by the officer. After shooting Toledo, Officer Stillman calls for medical attendance and begins to perform cardio arrest, most probably. So there's been protest about this. Okay, let's see the picture. So this is the alleged seed that they're talking about, that he threw something behind the fence and then he raised his arms up. The fourth picture, with his hands up, possibly shows before he got shot. So that is clearly, that's murder, I think, because with the police, from what I know of the police, they can also set up scenes where it makes it look like the victim was the one who's done whatever, threw a gun or whatever. They can all do that, right, as we know. That I can't show the video, which is a shame. See, his hands are up there. I know when I watched the video, you do see him running towards the fence. And then you hear the shot. It's like you hear the shot. But he's 13 years old. They could have just taken him in. They didn't have to shoot him. Oh my days. This is obviously a young boy. Let's see. Now this lady, let's see, because I'm reading this as we're watching, I'm going through this. What kind of country sees Adam Toledo as a 13-year-old man and Kyle Rittenhouse as a little boy? The independent journalists around the world bring you news you can trust. To support truly independent journalists. Oh yeah, sorry, don't need to read all that. Right, let's see. Is it gonna show any more? Where's the thing? Dylan Roof was bought a Burger King by the police after his arrest, while Toledo was pictured with his hands in the air moments before cops fatally shot him, has been painted as dangerous gang member. So they paid him as a thug. So let's show this lovely word. They paid him as a thug and a gang member, a gang banger. So they released a video. It's just crazy. You shoot a 13-year-old boy. Let's see. We should see what the mum. 13-year-old Toledo. Oh, what's this thing? 13-year-old Adam, Toledo's mum, thought her son was missing until cops came knocking 2 days after killing him. Adam had many dreams that he will never get to live out. The boy's mother, Elizabeth Toledo, said that finally one of his dreams was to become a police officer. The family of the 13-year-old boy killed by the police Monday are calling for justice for their son and want to know why they weren't told he was killed until 2 days after the shooting. Oh, she's got a crowdfund for him as well. So he wanted to be a police as he got older. So they told her, hold on, Elizabeth Toledo reported her son missing days before the shooting. And she told the block club on Wednesday, 2 days after the shooting, police reached out to the family asking for a photo. She said she thought they were asking for the missing persons report, but about half an hour later, they knocked on her door and asked her to go to the Cook County Medical Examiner's office to identify his body. Elizabeth Toledo said, "They told me I had to identify my son's body and I couldn't even see him. They showed me a picture of my son for just a couple of seconds," his mother said. Adam Toledo attended, they're going to talk about the school. They told her that her son was missing after they shot him. Oh, these stories get worse by the day, I swear. This is a 13-year-old boy. Now, put this in your mind. He's 13 years old. They're saying he was a gangbanger. And I think, obviously, right, there's obviously an issue with the South Americans in that area or whatever the case may be. So once again, this comes down to this. They shoot an innocent and tell the mother something else. This is very sad. It's very, very, very sad. Oh, you couldn't even see it anyway. Hold on, let me show you. Couldn't see what I'm seeing. There we go. That's better. See, look at his face. And they're saying he's a gangbanger and this and that. Fair enough, right? When your children leave your house, yeah, they get caught up in stuff and all that. But the main fact now, they're trying to justify a reason for killing him. Now he's 13 years old. I'm going to leave the image up of this 13 years old boy that got shot by the police. That's the fence where they shot him. I think there's a picture of him and his mother. There's him and his mother. just sad what's happening now. So the police will say and do anything right about now, and then they still get off scotch-free for doing shit. So one person that they took, they gave him Burger King. This one, they decided to kill him. Honestly, do not know what to say at this moment. My condolences go out to his family. I hope they get justice for this, and get real justice, not just half justice. The same with the young boy, the 20-year-old boy from the other video. Just senseless. It's honestly senseless. I swear. Like I said, I don't know what they are told in the precinct, or are they told, oh yeah, you have to look for a certain type of person, and these people is gang members or gangbangers or whatever. The police is a syndicate anyway by itself. They have secret things. They talk to each other a lot. Some of them are either racist before even in the police. I mean, I don't know what to say really. This is just sad. It's just sad. That's all I can say. So I would like to leave this image of this young one up here like this with him and his mother, because you have to take into account he's 13 years old. He's a little boy. He's not a grown man. He's a small boy. So on another note now, I'm going to say thank you for watching the video. Please comment, subscribe, like and subscribe. We are going to be hearing more of these type of stories. We're going to hear more of these types of stories. It seems apparent to me that every single day, there's a case that's come out or something, or a video cam will come out, and then we hear about a case like this. So the body cam, it is good that they have the body cam on them, because at least you can see the bullshit for what it is, really, basically. You literally see him running from the police. I'm actually going to attach it on the comment section. In fact, I'm not even going to put it in the description. You see him running from the police, then you see him, it's like he stops. He's got his hands up. Because I've seen the video myself. Yeah. another young one taken. The police officer gets off. Doesn't get nothing done to him. Still gets his benefits, his extras or whatever police officers gets. Another family crying, another protest. It's just crazy. This is a really, really shabby world, a shitty world at that. It's a very shitty. And like I said, anybody who's got children, he's 13 years old. 13. Put that in your mind. 13 years old. I just could not imagine what the mother's going through right now after they told her son's missing. Then she has to go and see him in a police morgue. Well, they didn't exactly show him his body. They showed him a picture. They showed her a picture of him. And that obviously was her heart, as you can tell from the picture with him and his mother. I think we're just going to leave this right here, because we're not going to show him with his hands up. No way am I putting up a picture with his hands up. So, yeah, we are going to hear more of these stories. These stories are going to be coming out. They're coming out right now. So let's hope that something comes out of this for them. Let me see if I can find a crowdfunding page. I think I've seen it. This is the crowdfunding page for his memorial fund. So he's 13 years old. Adam Toledo. So I'm going to leave. I'm not going to waffle on. It's clearly sad. Clearly, you can hear the disgust in my voice right now. So I just thought I'll do this video with awareness of the bullshit. But once again, another child has been shot because he's not a big man. He's not in his 30s, and even if it was a man, it will still stand. It's a shitty world, and these police, they get off. Oh, it's an accident. It's a this. It's a that. Oh, like, you could have just arrested him. You didn't have to shoot him. That's clearly an assassination. That's a target. I don't know what else to say, really. But yeah, I'm going to come off. I'm leaving the video right here. Comment, subscribe, like. Thank you, and have a good day, a good afternoon. Yeah.